Good morning, everybody. SoCalsabre here, Bill Thornton. And today I'm going to do a short demo of Dune Imperium. Finally got to play this with somebody else the other day. My grandson was over the day before yesterday. We played it, and of course, he beat me. There's a lot of stuff around the table that I have to keep off because I can't get everything in sight. But I'll show you some of the stuff. I'm going to be setting up for a two-player game. And one character I'm going to be using is a Count Ibn Riches. Okay, this is his special abilities, and every time I use the Signet ring I get one of these Solare, which is the money in Dune, the Dune planet, or the Dune universe. So I'm going to be playing him, and I'm going to be playing Gluso, the Beast, Rabin. He starts with the game with a little extra, and when he gets his, he gets to put some warriors out on the table. Each this is a deck building and a worker placement game. When you're playing on the sides of the table, which I'm going to keep them on the side, is extra. These are solar. Small ones are 1, big ones are 5. These are water, which is rare on the planet Arrakis. And this is spice. This is what all of the colonies or factions have been fighting for control of Arrakis for, to get this spice, melange, which is very rare, and very, I don't know, rare's the right word, but very important. Okay. In the game, in the 1 or 2 player game, we're also going to be playing with a rival. There's a whole deck of cards for the rival, and each time after the first player finishes their turn, the rival turns over 1 card and puts one of their workers up into that wherever space it's going, just to cause you problems. Okay, means nobody else can go there. I found that kind of interesting. We're all starting on 0 for victory points, and down the left side of the board over here are the factions. This is the Fremen, and then we have the secret breed, the selective breeding. This is the Bene Gesserit faction. Then we got the Space Guild, and then we have the Emperor up here. And all throughout the board are different places where we can put our workers. And for example, I'll show you this one right here. On one of my cards, I have to have, in order to go here, I have to play a card that has that symbol on it, the sand symbol. And this is the cost to get in here. That's 2 waters. Then when I get over into here, this X means that I'm going to win a warrior to get out here into the battlefield. And I forgot to put some guys out here. This area on the board is called our garrisons. The battle will be conducted out here, if there is a battle. There's not one every time. And then I would also pick up 3 spice. Plus this is a maker marker, other than that. So anytime on these 3 here, anytime they're on these 3 here, anytime nobody goes to them, at the end of the round, the turn, extra spice gets put on top of those. So it's like bonus, and it can keep building up and building up. This is the victory point chart up here. person gets the 10, the game is over, or when this combat deck runs out, the game is over. So let me get started here. We'll play a little bit, a few hands and everything, and see what we can do. The first thing we do each turn is we turn over a combat card. Whoever wins the combat this turn gets the first place thing, which is a victory point. Second place is water, third place is spice. If two people tie for first place, for the win is the tie, neither one of them get the victory point, they get the water. So here we're gonna go. Okay, each character starts with 10 cards in their hand, and it's like normal deck building, and I'll show you. The first part of the turn is called the agent's turn. This is where I'm going to be placing my workers. Onto the board. Okay. So what we got here. As you can see, the symbols on the left-hand side of the card dictate where these things can go. Alright, since I don't have two waters to play, I'm going to play this Dune, the desert planet. It's not much of a card. And I'm going to take my worker, and I'm going to go out here, place it right there. I have played this card. I'll just put it down there for now. So I got to pay one water, which I'm keeping off the stuff off to the side. There was also, I forgot to show you, there's also some nice sequence of play cards. Okay, so I paid my water. Now this X means that I get one combat person to go into the combat area. Remember I said this is the garrison, over on the side's my supply, this is the combat area. Now, once I move one into there, I have the option of moving up the two guys from my garrison into the combat. So we'll do that. We're going to move that down there just to demonstrate. Okay, there's my first one. Okay. I can't get in any of these factions because I don't have the faction card yet. When you get in here, you would be increasing your influence with a certain faction, and you want to gain an alliance with them if you can. It's important. So let's see where I can go where it's not going to cost me nothing. I see a spot right here. I'm going to play this card with the blue. I'm going to move my guy out to here. Doesn't cost me no. Oh, yep, I can't go there. Why can't I go there? Because there's a requirement that I must have 2 influence with the Fremen alliance, and that means my marker would have had to been up here for me to be eligible to go there. Okay, so we'll go up here instead. Okay, that didn't cost me anything. I'm going to get another guy into combat. I'm going to leave this one guy in reserve. I don't have to put him in there. And then I'm going to get an Intrigue card. Those are these cards over here. There's 3 different types of Intrigue cards. I'll show you these since we're playing. This is an end game. If you have at least 2, the spice must flow. If you have more than 2, you get the 1 each. There's end game. There's plot. Now a plot Intrigue card can be played at any time during my agent turn or my reveal turn, which I haven't showed you yet. And then there's combat cards that we can play during combat. So I'll put this off to the side since it's an end game. Now both of my workers are out. I only start with 2. I can get another one up here, but that costs a lot of money. It's 8 SoCalsabre to get into there, and so I got to work at getting some resources here. Okay, so what do I got left now is called my reveal turn. This is where I look at the last cards I got. Okay, See the numbers on the bottom are my, so I have a total of 3. Okay, and I'll show you what this means in a second. Now, which I didn't show you before, I guess for lack of better words, I'll call it the market up on the top. It's a bunch of cards that are listed up there. You know, I don't know what they are right now, so I got 3. I can buy this card right here that costs 3 and put it into my discard pile. Put it right there. Okay, so I've done those 2. I fill the space back up. Now what this one is, now I set my combat strengths. Okay, I have, get back down here a little bit. I have 4 guys in combat. Each one of them is worth 2. So that would set my combat strength at 8 down here. And then this one slash means I get 1 more in combat. So not a 2 but a 1. So I have 9 points in combat at the end of my turn. Now, after the first player each time, the rival gets to pull a card. Okay? This rival is going to go up here into the wealth area. So I take whichever one I had designated for him, which is the red, and we're going up into here. Now that means that the number 2 player cannot go into that spot. Okay, so now it's the number 2 player's turn. And the first turns keep going back and forth, but this is still the same round. Okay. Number 2 has one of these cards, but not sure if it wants to use it yet. It means I can go into any faction and move up 1, and then but I have to trash this card, which means it's out of the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to use it. So he's going to take 1. He's going to put it up here into this Fremen area here. Going to pay 1 water, but he's going to get 2 cubes into combat. And since he says, oh, I see what's going on over there, I better move all 3 of these dudes in. Oh no, only up to 2, I'm sorry. Up to 2 in. Okay, so he used that. This game is out of, that card's out of there. Alright, see what else he wants to do here. Okay. Oh, and when I got over here to Fremen, I forgot to mention, I get to move my guy up 1 space, 1 influence in the Fremen alliance. Okay, as the further we move up, the better off we are. Okay, so I think he wants to save this one. See if he's got a blue. Okay, he's going to use this signet ring. Okay, now the signet ring has a symbol down here, and that refers to as a player card. I'll show you that in a minute. But he's going to use the blue one to get up here, since it costs him nothing. That's going to get him 1 more into combat. He could bring that 1 if he wants, but he says he'll leave it there. Then he gets to draw a card from his deck. The other still there. Okay, so then that really helps in your reveals, because they're both out there. We're revealing these cards here. So he has a total of 4 to spend up there at the card market, I'll call it. It's called persuasion in the game. Okay, so he's going to spend 4. Let's see what we got up there. I have a hard time seeing everything up there. Okay, we do have a 4. That's a more powerful card. Okay. This gives you an option on drawing cards. So he has purchased this. He put it into his discard pile. Now he has one more for combat. So now he has his setting his strength. He has 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So the round is over, combat is over, and as you can see, that green guy snuck in there and won this. So over here, he gets to move his up 1. I was in second place, so I'm going to get 1 water. That really helps a lot too. You put it on your character. So that's the end of the turn. So all we do now is we got to any guys that were in here, they go back over to your supply, not your garret, not back in your garrison. You got to work to get them back in there, back in the supply. Got to bring their workers back. And then the first player marker goes to the second man. Okay, I'll play one more round through and plays the same thing, showing you. Okay, the second man has to draw 5 cards that he hasn't done yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because he drew an extra card out, he's going to have to reshuffle his discard pile. And draw 1. Okay, so this is what they drew. Yeah, he says he likes this here. He's going to use this one right off the bat because it doesn't discard this one. He's going to put one of his workers into the Fremen. He doesn't have no water, so he's going to use this one here because he wants to get up here, second 2 influence, which will allow him to get into this space later, but it also just got him a victory point. Victory points are coming a little fast right now, but they don't normally come that fast, okay? See what he wants to do on this other one. Oh, you know, what I forgot to do was put these bonus ones out here, since nobody wanted those. I did go into that one, so there's no bonus that goes into there. All right. Doesn't have any water, so he's going to go up there. He's going to use the symbol here, send his worker into here. He's going to get 2 spice, 1 plus the bonus. Add it onto his card. And he's going to get 1 combat guy. And he's going to move it into move it out of supply into combat. Then he's going to move this guy up there because that's his option. Okay, and now it's time for him to reveal. You can see he's got 4 and 1 plus 1 in the combat. So 4 for the market. And I didn't refill it last time. And this, it just happens to be a 4 card, and we'll go ahead and take it. Boy, that's pretty powerful right there. You get to go into that area there, you get 2 influence. Plus you get to draw 2 cards from your hand, which is really nice, especially when you come to reveal. So he has that down there. He has 2 in there this time. He's got 4 plus the 1 from the reveal card. So he's got 5. Okay, first player. Nope, don't cheat out the rival. Rival draws a card. Speaking of the devil, he's going up to the fold space. I didn't pull him back last time. So this is the fold space, so nobody can go in there. People like to go in there because they can get that one really cool card over in this area of the board up here in the top. If you go into there, you can take one of these cards. When used, lets you go anywhere 1 time. Then you have to trash the card, but it's well worth it. Okay. Back to number 2 guy, who was the original starter. All right. He says, I got to try to beat this Fremen guy, this guy here. So I'm going in to use this and go into Fremen. I can't go into Fremen. Oh yeah, I do have a water. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to pay 1 water. And I'm going to go take one of my workers. I'm going to go into this Fremen area here, which allows me to move up one space. I'm going to try to beat him up there and get that. And then I can get 2 guys for combat, or soldiers, whatever you want to call them. They go into the middle, and I'm going to move my extra guy in this time. So that's my first card. So I don't have no water to use. So what can we do here? Let's see if we get them. Yeah, we might as well, since we don't have much going on here as far as the green. I don't have no solar to pay. Okay, I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to use this green card right here, and I'm going to move my worker up here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Costs nothing to get in there, but I'm going to get 1 soldier. In there. I don't know if you saw that. Kind of hard to see. It was there. Plus that 1, got the soldier, and that 1 means that this time I'm going to get 1 more extra point during the persuasion part of the reveal. So that's discarded. Now it's reveal. Reveal's not looking too good here because I didn't want to use this card yet. So he's got 3, plus he's got that 1 bonus one from up there this round. So he's got a 4. It's going to look up there and then fill it up again. You're forgetting to do this stuff. So he's going to take this 3 card. The Geneb Gurset Initiative. That's a pretty strange faction anyway. Okay, folks, that's the way it goes, and it keeps going back and forth, The board starts to get more busier, especially when the players get their 3rd worker in their hand. And then this is a Mentat right here. So if you go up there with a green card, pay 2, you get to draw 1 card from your deck, and you get this Mentat. He plays the same as a worker, and you use it this round, but only 1 round. Once the round is over, the Mentat goes back up there. These are people that were trained, highly skilled, trained in education and everything to replace computers. So, because apparently there was an evolution of the AI, and the computers started trying to take over, and there was a war between the humans and the computers. The humans finally did end up winning, and computers were banned after that, and then men had started to get trained. So that's where we are for Dune. I'm reading the book. It's pretty interesting. I hope you like this. Go down there and hit that like button, and share it. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. This is SoCalsabre signing off. I hope you have a nice Saturday. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.